I was just thinking, I spent most of my 20s basically chasing after a relationship or chasing after getting laid, wanting to do that. And it started off with me wanting to be more confident around the opposite sex. But then it became me wanting to get certain results, like, date hotter women or get into a better relationship, just kind of climbing the dating ladder, I guess you could say, of quality of person that you could hook up with or do more with or develop more with. And the most depressing day of my life was the day or not the most depressing day of my life, the most depressing day as it related to that chase was the day after I hooked up with a woman who was as physically attractive as I'd ever wanted to hook up with. And I think the reason that I got depressed was because I'd been chasing that for so long. And then I realized the day after it happened, not much changed from the day before to the day after. I was still the same person. Even if you end up in that chase getting exactly what you want, let's say it is the most stimulating experience that you've ever had, like almost like you're on drugs. With that high, there's always a low followed by it. That's why it's never a good idea to do drugs, because you get the extreme high and then after you feel low. Now, that's if it is that high, like a drug-like effect, but it's actually not. You're perceiving it to be that extreme high before it even happens. Let's take watching, porn. I'm censoring that. For example, though, going online and looking up, pictures of women or videos of women. It's the seeking that you get pleasure from. It's the seeking that you're addicted to. But then the climax of it always leaves you afterwards just feeling what? They call it that like post-nut clarity, where it happened and now you're just back to normal, or you're lower than you were before. And you're like, why did I even do that? You didn't really get anything from it. You just enjoyed the seeking for a while. And some people really seek for a really long time. Like they seek and seek and seek a lot. They seek online. They chase women in person. So even if you get that high, there's always that low afterwards. But the truth is there is no high. Like it's not as good as you're imagining it will be. So anyways, I just wanted to offer some like comfort for, I don't know, or my perspective after, between like my early 20s and now, of imagining what it would be like to finally get with the type of woman that I had like always imagined and always like fantasized about, just purely from the hookup physical standpoint. I'm not talking about a relationship, because long-term relationships are actually more fulfilling. And so what's the answer? I guess I want to conclude on this. I think we all know that. I was thinking, after I was thinking about all of this, that idea of leaving it all out on the field, that's what really brings us true fulfillment in life. I don't think shooting for the highs, because like I said, the highs are always followed by the lows. So I don't think shooting for the highs is practical, unless that's what you get off on and you're just like a drug addict wanting to get high, and then a higher high, and then a higher high, and then what? You'll just end up depressed and it's always seeking the high, versus true fulfillment, which comes from leaving it out on the field. Think if this is true or not in your own life. When you've left it all out on the field, like you've committed to a goal of working out for a prolonged period of time, and it's the work, doing the actual work, And knowing that when you leave the gym, you've left it all in the gym, you've left all your energy in the gym, you've put all of your effort into it, that's when you feel truly fulfilled. Or athletes know this when they literally leave it on the field. They go out on the field and after the game, they can think and go, did I give it my absolute best? When you know you've given it your absolute best, you can relax and be content knowing that you did that. But if you left a little bit in the tank, then it kind of bugs you. You're like, man, it's kind of bugging me. Next time, I know I have more in the tank that I can give. It could be anything for any specific person. It could be searching for that job that you want, that you know will support you and your family, or just you, that you know will support you enough in life, and knowing that you tried your absolute best to get that job or to do your absolute best at that job.